Gentlemen, what it do, how y'all doing today?
It is what it is. It's Saturday.
Everything.
I heard that. T
Yeah,
Smalls, what it
man.
look like on your side, my brother?
Shit, man. Just chilling, dog. Chilling, watching these games, man. You know what I'm saying?
Jay Walking, what's up with you, man?
Man, look, it's another beautiful Saturday, cuz made it to the weekend. This is what we live for, ain't it?
Yeah. Carolina Dirt, tell me something. Tell me a good lie.
Shit.
He
I'm
pretty.
rich. Oh. Shit, I'm rich.
Damn.
Hey, my cup empty. Shit, I tell you a good luck.
Right. And a good lie, I seen T Smalls drinking water. I said, what the hell?
Oh,
Oh, that's not
sometimes you
unusual
gotta
now.
recover.
That ain't unusual. You gotta drink some water.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nothing wrong with that. T Smalls, show everybody some love.
Hey, man, we talking under the tree.
T Smalls, sing it for the world.
Hey, man, this is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hey, man, if y'all under that shade tree today, man, enjoy yourself. It's Saturday.
That's right. I am the weatherman. Welcome to the Tree Podcast. T Smalls in the house. Jay Walking, Carolina Dirt. One time for your mind, fellas. What's the rest?
Two
Two
times for
times
your
for your
soul. For your
soul.
soul.
See you in 33 seconds. We're going to be talking about R. Kelly, y'all.
Kingpin Music.
Well, fellas, all I can say is, this is a touchy subject, but I'll start off at the top. From my opinion about R. Kelly being found guilty. And this is just my opinion. I'm not knocking R. Kelly. I'm not judging R. Kelly. Put the disclaimer on it. If he gets some years, from my opinion, whatever they send him some with, that's not on me. That's up to the court system. But in my opinion, he did it. I'm going to back it up to 2003. Read an article today. The lady who was braiding his hair, R. Kelly encountered her in the room, and he made some passes on her, and he had sex with her. Her name is Miss Carter. The police came. The DNA evidence was there. Nobody's going to settle out of court for 600 grand. I think R. Kelly made a song about it, something about braiding your hair, something like that.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah, and he settled again for 100 grand. So that's what $700,000, getting close to a mil. Nobody's. I mean, if I'm innocent as hell, I'm not getting ready to pay you 700 grand. You know, that's just me. You know, and he was exonerated, not convicted uh, about I don't know exactly what year it was, about some child pornography, something like that. But he has a pattern, and he's peeing on women and so forth. We're going to get into Elvis Presley a little bit. It's a similar situation, but Elvis Presley, he had consent from the parents. The year was around 1959 when he met her. The world was a little different, I'm gonna say, slightly a little bit along those lines, give or take, you know. So I don't know if it could be sort of similar, sort of. He had
Oh, it's
consent.
similar.
It's
It's the
similar.
same shit.
It's similar because her parents signed, for her to get married, and Elvis Presley has a pattern also of dealing with underage kids also. And is it a double standard? Hell yeah, it is. In my opinion, I would say. You know. So T Smalls, I'm gonna start with you. What you got to bring about this situation?
Well, if everybody looking at the reality of what it, man, it's amazing how that man can do all that by his damn self. That's amazing. That's he must be got 8, 9, damn 10 R. Kelly's boy behind the screen or something. You know. Thing about it is, when he got charged with that last, well, I think it was 2008 or whatever, and then they acquitted him of all charges or whatever. The charges that they brought on him right now had nothing to do with the charges that they was trying to charge him for back in 2008. I find that kind of strange. So when you go to racketeering, that's what got me. I like racketeering. So he a mob boss now. Mob bosses, man, with an organization that's ran like that with racketeering, That means a whole organization about to go down, not just one person. So it should be some more people coming along the pipeline, I should say. And another thing is everybody keep bringing up stuff that if he was acquitted for whatever he was acquitted for, that has nothing to do with what the case is right now.
I
Once you
agree.
find once you acquitted for that first round, that has nothing to do. So stop trying to tie this into the new thing or whatever. Um, do I think all the stuff that they said about him is true? No, because there's a lot of people that's lying. I believe that. Uh, the stuff that I believe he had a hand in some things. Yes, and he should get punished for what he should be get punished for. But all this extra stuff, in my opinion, I think that's just a little overkill. The Elvis Presley thing. Um, with that being said, with Elvis Presley, it doesn't matter if you got permission from the parents to do whatever. Showing nude pictures of a 14-year-old in public is still unpresentable, in my opinion. But it is what it is, man. They convicted him of whatever he had a hands in. I felt like he let too many people in his circle, man. Um, too many people that was in his circle doing things that he didn't know about or he could have know about to put him in the position. When you the man with the money and you on top of your game, all the little people, man, they ain't worried about the little people. They want the big fish. You know what I'm saying?
Jay Walker, what you got, bro?
Um, yeah, it was the new outrage that was bothering me the most. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly ain't no victim. I don't even want to get that shit started. He ain't no victim. Whatever time he get, ultimately he deserved that shit. You feel me? Cause I saw the P tape. You know what I'm saying? I saw the shit, and the girl was young, but he ain't the first, and he ain't gonna be the last. You know what I'm talking about? In the history of mankind, it's always been grown ass men in relationships with children. 13, 14, some even younger than that. And it depends on the culture. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping an open mind about it. Some cultures, they marry people off at 13. And the person they marrying ain't always 13. So he get what the fuck he gonna get. I'm with T Smalls. It should be some agents, some assistants, some parents, a bunch of people that should be catching these charges with him. Because whether he had them in the house restrained or not, he ain't the only one that knew that they was in the house, cuz.
Right. There you go. Carolina, what you got, bro?
Um, I kind of want to. I'm not defending the man, but I want to make a division because people get it misconstrued. Robert Kelly is going to jail, and he did what he did. Now, R. Kelly is the artist. Now, that being said, with the underage thing, you got many other people that have not, and it shouldn't matter your status. I think that's the other thing. It shouldn't matter your status in society in which you should be in trouble and the amount of trouble you get, especially when you're dealing with kids. Uh, this whole Miss Pat show, she's been screaming about her ex-boyfriend was what, 10 years older than her. She was 14 pregnant.
Right.
But is he still running the streets? Probably so. And she says many times how he abused her, but nobody's out of outcry to avenge her. But it's the same. It's the same thing. Now, like T Small said, you got a lot of other people that need to be held accountable, and just because they're not famous, we're gonna let them go. No, you chop the head off, but the tail is still part of the snake. The tail is still part of the snake. No, right? You chop the head off, it's dead, but the tail is still part of the snake. So everybody lined up because the people that didn't get caught are probably gonna do it for another famous person. So the whole thing is just like a snow, like it's gonna keep going. So everybody needs to be lined up, and everybody needs to be charged. But and I don't mean to get ahead of myself, but like I said, there's a difference between Robert Kelly and R. Kelly. R. Kelly is an artist. R. Kelly, the artist, which mean like me and my brother spoke on before, like that artistry, you got a lot of people that was famous that did good in the world, and they did some fucked up stuff, and they continue to get supported because people invested in whatever ideas or whatever art they did. You got people out here saying throw away R. Kelly and all his music, but what about the other people that did even worse stuff, but because their technology or their invention is so proven in the world, we want to keep it and keep supporting it. That's the same shit. You can't look at it two different ways.
Right. That is correct. Let me ask y'all this. Starting with you, T Smalls. If someone's settling for say 700,000, R. Kelly not the first person. Michael Jackson did a settlement also. Did that show an initiation of guilt? If you innocent, why in the hell you gonna pay this money to somebody? You had nothing to hide. What do you think, Smalls? Innocent or guilty? I'm not saying a particular charge. I'm just saying, with their names in general, that they did do that. 700 grand, I think. I'm not sure the exact number with Michael Jackson, but I know it was at least $1 million.
Well, it might have come down to, you know what? I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired, man. If this is what you want, let me give you this money and get you on your way.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is what you want. This is what you're after anyway. Well, what's the price? What's the price tag on it? Because we don't know behind closed door what really went on. Is allegations, your word against my word. I'm the one with all the money. You ain't. You know what I'm saying? You want some money? All right. What, 700,000? That's enough for you to leave me alone? But the thing about it is, once you take this 700,000, it's nothing you can say ever again in life to tell nobody whatever else happened or whatever the deal is. That means I'm paying you to stay out of my life. That's
Jay
what I'm
Walker,
doing.
go ahead, Small.
That's what you good. You good.
Okay. Jay Walker, what you think about 700 grand R. Kelly, couple million Michael Jackson? Guilty or innocent?
I mean, I kind of ride that thing like T Smalls. I got the money, right? It don't take shit for you to go file a charge against me in your local government, right? And once you file a charge, the shit got so many steps in the procedure. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter if I'm guilty. You already set the shit in motion. So if I decide, my lawyer come to me and they say, we fight it, we could fight it, we probably could win, but it's probably gonna take 18 months, 2 years. Or we could settle out of court in 3 months. If I got 300 million, I give you 1.8, cuz. You gotta get the fuck on. We just assume as people because we let the media tell us that settling on something is bad. But it's like it ain't tricking if you got it. It's more people. The shit that you see is for the people that can't afford to settle. You got big pharmacy companies killing the fuck out of people. They settle all the goddamn time.
Right. And you never hear about it. You never
hear about that shit.
Carolina Dirt, what you think? R. Kelly, 700 grand, Michael Jackson in the millions. Is that a sign of guilt for settling for that amount of money?
Nah. Like I told my brother, we forget easy. So the faster I settle, the faster you forget. If I prolong it, it's actually gonna cost me more money because, like the baby, they might start canceling my shows. So I might lose this show, and that's 50 grand. I might lose this show, that's another 100 grand. I might lose this event. So actually, it compounds. So really, he might have lost $2 million if he didn't settle. He might have lost $2 million, and like my brother said, prolong it for 18 months. I might as well go ahead and get it out of the way because people forget so easy. Just like T Small said, what about the shit that happened in the early 90s? The late 90s, the early 2000s. People forget so quick. So I might as well go ahead and give you this little cash. I got $100,000 earrings in my ear, and you talking about 700,000.
Right. My opinion on that amount of money, guess I'm gonna go against the grain. I ain't settling in the sex case. I know I ain't touch you. I see you in court to embarrass yourself. Actually, I'm not saying the situation. I was in the situation that I represented myself, and believe it or not, I'm not talking against attorneys, but a lot of attorneys don't know shit. And I embarrassed this dude, and I started laughing. Real talk. Yeah.
Sometimes, man, it don't necessarily be that. And don't get me wrong, when it comes to these cases settling with the money deal, don't think that they ain't try to drag it out as long as they can. But it
Oh
just
yeah.
gets stressful, man, to the point where, it's a case that where people might be innocent the whole time. But because you the target, they're not just gonna let it go. You the lottery, man. They're not gonna just let the lottery number just ride out like that. You
Right.
what how much money will it take for you to leave me alone? Basically.
I
How
ain't.
much money is it gonna take?
I ain't settling.
You know what I mean?
That is me. That's my opinion.
I
In the
mean,
sex case, I ain't settling. If I know I ain't do nothing.
and it's a lot of
If I
cases
ain't
out
do nothing, it don't matter if I settle or not.
Right.
and
Shit.
a lot of and you're right. In a lot of cases, man, it be that case to be like, look, I ain't did nothing to you, but guess what? If you think I ain't did nothing to you, gonna be the easy way out, and you ain't got to pay them, man, they gonna come with all kind of other foolishness, and it's gonna force you to say, you know what, just settle with them. It
Hey,
is what it is.
hey,
Right.
and real quick, another thing is also because same concept. So let's say you get in a car accident, right, and it's not your fault, or they don't even know whose fault it is because they haven't sent it to court. Most lawyers will tell you not to get on social media because they don't want you to do something that will mess up the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I get through this, if I settle and get through this, I can act a donkey like T Small said. It don't matter what I do after that, I done settle. So I'm more free. But if I prolong it, I gotta watch everything I do and everything that's said that's recorded. That's gonna be hard to do for 18 months, for 3 years, even 6 months.
4 years.
Yeah, that's hard to do. Look at Meek Mill. Meek Mill, he popped a willie and he and now he was on probation for what, 10 years? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to do that. So you might as well settle, get that shit out the way, and go about your business.
Right. I think that going back to Elvis Presley, the world has changed a little bit. Is it fair? No. Sometimes favor not fair. He started dealing with Lisa Marie. Excuse me, that's the daughter name. What's the wife name?
Uh,
What's her name? You know what I'm talking about.
yeah, I can't
Whatever
think
his
of
wife
one.
name. Lisa Marie was the daughter. But anyway, that's 1959. It was kind of accepted. That went on, especially back then. That was the culture of America. Black or white people marrying these young chicks and these men messing with them, beating on them. But the world has changed like music. Sometimes things hot, sometimes it ain't. And is it fair? No. Now that's a hot topic, as far as getting away with some things. And some people gonna get away with it, some people not. But it's just my opinion. When R. Kelly married Aaliyah, the radar was on him ever since then. To a
And they
certain
didn't do shit.
Yeah, but
right,
the
Look
thing
how
about
much
it, the thing
shit
about
went
it is,
by.
right,
what people forgetting, man, what the thing about it is, man, the reason why you ain't heard nothing about that like that is because of the same situation as Elvis Presley. The parents was okay with that. That wasn't the case where he was doing something to violate what had happened. When you seen all that, where they about to get married and all that was okay, man. They bringing up stuff that had Aaliyah had nothing to do with what's going on right now, and that's what I can't understand. That old case where everybody saw that video with the girl getting peed on had nothing to do with the case going on now. That's old business. But
but
they want to tie it into the two
of
and
course,
forget that R. Kelly did not get charged with misconduct with a minor. Let's make that clear. His charges were racketeering and sex trafficking.
They're
That's
trying to show
all.
habit. They're trying to show.
there you
They're
go.
trying to show habit.
You know
They're
what I'm
trying to
saying?
say he got a
So,
habit.
so the thing about it is, when you charge with something, the charges are specific, and that's what I keep telling people. It's a specific charge. If it was If it was with a minor, like y'all talking, it would have been sexual misconduct with the minor. They would have said it like that,
Right,
right?
for sure.
No, he got charged with racketeering, with which means racketeering is an organization, illegal organization ran by an enterprise that you're doing some illegal activity in, and sex trafficking.
Hold on, I hear
So,
some noise in the background. I'm not sure exactly where it's coming from, but we'll get that straight. I do side with you slightly with that, T Smalls, but a criminal will say I commit a crime today, October 1st. They're gonna go back to 1982 and read my whole history, whether I'm
yeah.
charged with it or not. They're gonna
Okay.
they're gonna
So
bring the history with the charges you charged with or the non-charges. Then
okay.
they're gonna
Well,
show what you do right then. like is it today, October 1st?
And they're gonna bring it up.
They're gonna
Exactly.
bring it up. They're not
They're
gonna
gonna
bring the
bring it
old
up. But
charges.
everybody in here know once you done settle whatever you settle with whatever charges you done beat in the past, you cannot reopen them charges
That is
and
correct.
connect it to the ones
Double
that you did.
jeopardy.
Okay,
That is double
so
jeopardy. And they're gonna show
check
you.
this out.
They're gonna show your whole pattern.
So
Now
check.
I'm gonna. I want to. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna. Excuse me. Apologize. I'm gonna move along from Elvis Presley. This is my opinion. At the end of the day, take race out of the bullshit. Did R. Kelly do the shit as an individual? Whatever
In
you
my
call him as an
opinion,
artist. I'm not saying all the charges. Is he a sexual predator at the end of the day? And if he charged with 14 counts, I don't know exactly what it was, or is he charged with 2 counts? Does he have a problem with these low churn?
well, the thing about it is,
Yeah.
the thing
At the
about it
end of
is,
the day,
in my opinion, I don't think he has a problem with these young kids, these young children. He just had encounters with two of them that they noted. Just remember, it was two of them they noted. You know what I'm saying? One of them, man, was Aaliyah. Okay, cool. And that was accepted because they was about to actually get married. You see what I'm saying? They was actually about to get married and everybody was for it. The second one was the one in the video where the girl and the daddy said that that wasn't her in the video. So ultimately, he got acquitted. Now, all the rest of these women that they talking about, those were grown women. From what I understand, those were grown women. Even the girls, the two girls that were living in with him at the point in time when he got convicted, those were grown women. But it was a
Yeah.
problem because it was two women living with him and they was younger than him. Now, if you
That
grown and you young, that has nothing to do with young girls. If y'all trying to say, oh, well, he was doing this with a 15-year-old, but these girls was in their 20s,
I think
23,
that's
24.
I think
But
that's the thing
because they
where
was
art.
younger is a problem.
Yeah, I think because he 50 and they in their early 20s. That's what 2 decades. So
that's
people
legal.
it's
That's
legal,
legal.
but
That
but
is legal.
ideally, morally, people ain't looking at it as legal. They looking at it as well. He 50. He should be with somebody no less than 40, than 38.
They ain't treat Hugh Hefner like that.
Yeah, they ain't treat Hugh Hefner
Hugh
like he was.
Exactly. And Hugh
Hugh
Hefner had a whole bunch of young girls. He had 18-year-olds in there, 19-year-olds in there, 20-year-olds in there, and
and
they
he
lived
was
with him.
damn near 70
And they
and
lived with
80.
him. They live with him. And that's the thing. But do I think R. Kelly is innocent of anything? Hell no. Whatever, he had a hand in some shit too. You know what I'm saying? And he should be punished with that. But the thing about it is they blowing smoke about all this other stuff that don't got nothing to do with what he's in trouble for. But because he's the money man, okay. Do I think he should get life in prison? No. Give him some time. Yes, he do deserve that because you knew everything that was going on. And instead of separating yourself from the people in your circle, which he could have easily done that, he could have said, you know what, I ain't messing with none of y'all, and he could have avoided all this. You would think that the first time around when they brought them charges and he got acquitted, he'd be missing, dog. He'd be like, well, damn, what the hell, R. Kelly, when I ain't heard from him in 20 years? God damn. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, he put himself in this position ultimately, and it's sad because now everybody is kind of like, all right, this is what happened, and he had friends that whatever went on in their circle, he trusted them to keep whatever was going on to themselves, and they didn't.
You know what else messed up though, real good? What messed up is how law they allow you to keep doing something bad so they can build a bigger case.
Right,
With
right.
that being said, from what you're saying of him hurting people and other people like that, why are y'all allowing him to keep doing this if you already knew he did it, but you're saying there's not enough evidence? But if you would have stated that, you could have slowed that process, if not stopped that process, instead of allowing these little girls or little boys or whoever else. You're saying, well, I need to build a case, but by building that case, you're not telling them because it's a secret. So you just as guilty because you allowed the shit to happen, or you see it happen, but say, hey, their lawyer probably get him out off because of this thing right here. But if you don't tell him, he gonna keep doing it. I can
Like I
understand if
always,
he's selling dope, but if you hurting the kids, if you think he hurting the kids or younger people or a certain race, why let them keep doing it? Saying you trying to build a case.
I I got a saying I like to say, man, money made people do some strange things, dog.
They walking what you got, bro. Give it to me.
It's kind of short and to the sweet. It's kind of short and sweet. It's like he put himself. Ultimately, he put himself in the situation.
He
Yep.
did.
The court system is gonna do what the fuck they gonna do.
Yep.
He gonna sit the fuck down.
For a
He
while.
deserved to sit the fuck down.
For a while, yeah.
And I'm probably gonna play R. Kelly.
Right.
Oh, that ain't gonna stop,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
Matter
I
of
ain't
fact,
gonna.
man,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
that
yeah.
that 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 right there, man. When I hear people saying, "Oh, he's a monster," he's this man been a player, man. He just been playing the wrong damn game. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that he had a lot of time to think about what went wrong or whatever. It ain't gonna change the fact that the outcome was gonna happen. But the man makes songs for people, man, who and you know the man he's not. I don't believe he a monster, because if you're a true monster or whatever, you're not gonna make songs like you making, man. It takes the thought of the mind, just like Ludacris say, the theater of the mind. Whatever the mind thinks is something that you had to been going through, or something that you done been through, or something that you done experienced, and you wrote a song about it. So let's get that out the way, because you think about what you want to write. Ain't nobody, if you a gangster, or if you out there in the street, you gonna rap about being in the street. You gonna rap about gangster music, basically, because that's what you know about.
I'm a,
So
I'm a,
whatever
I'm, Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
so whatever you write about, that's what it is. But at the same time, the music gonna be alive and well. As for him, man, we don't know if he gonna get life in prison for the rest of his life. Do I think he should get the rest of his life? No. Do I think he should get some time? Yeah. But yeah, let him sit and think about it for a minute.
The girl who was braiding his hair, he raped her. They got cum stains everywhere, DNA evidence, and he wrote a song about it. He paid another 100 grand. He thought about it with the mind because he made a song about braiding. All that's true.
Well, the thing
No,
about it
no,
Rape
is,
ain't rape.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Those are the facts. And I send y'all. And I send. If you want me to send it to you when we get off, I'll send it to you. He made a song about it in his mind. He paid another 100 grand because he bragged about it in the song, something about braiding his hair. That's true. And he paid her 600 grand. And she was an adult, around 23. This happened in 2003. He did that. Whether it's music and all that, they ain't asking a damn thing about his music in the courtroom. They going by the facts, DNA,
Right.
everything. And to the best of my knowledge, it's just me speaking how I feel. We go into the black or white thing. I think all the people who testified, I think they were all black ladies, as far as I know. Unless I'm wrong. What do y'all think? I don't know.
I don't know nothing about that or whatever. Everybody nowadays, facts could be lies, lies could be facts. We don't know
Not
what
when
the
not
facts
when it's
is.
not when it's in paper and he signed
If
the
I,
shit. If
I
he signed the shit, it ain't no lie.
if I say it right there, to a degree, man. When you read something, especially if you're getting your information off the internet or wherever
Nope,
you getting your information from,
not internet.
unless you
I have frat brothers that's in the court system. I know people all over the world. These are the facts. These are the facts in black and white. No
well,
information from the internet, nowhere. Period.
well,
It's just my opinion. The man a monster. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying. This ain't got nothing to do with music. I'm real hard on child molesters. When he did it, he shouldn't have did it. Period. He know better. This ain't got nothing to do with I can believe I can fly or none of that right there. As far as this is what I'm saying, I'm real hard on that. He a grown ass man, multi mogul. How in the hell he put himself in a position where these parents now he's all fucked up.
so check this out. So you calling him a molester, right? But he did not get caught.
Molester,
Hold
whatever
on,
the
hold
term
on
may
now,
be.
hold on.
Go
That's
ahead,
what
go ahead.
you said. But he never got charged with none of that. So if you never got charged with it, how you can call a person a molester? Think about that for a minute.
Hold on a
I'm
minute.
just saying now. Think about that now. That's the court of public opinion. That's what it
You,
is. If
I'm
he
gonna go
was
back.
never
I'm gonna go
charged,
back
if
to
he
jail.
wasn't
I'm gonna go
charged
back
with
to
it,
jaywalking. Okay. I'm not saying what he got charged with. I'm not the person that do the charging. The video I seen the P video. That's a molester. This had nothing to do with the legal term what they charging him with. That's the charges.
okay.
But the
Just like when you
term,
playing
but the
football, if you won't call a penalty, if you got a penalty, you don't call it. It
uh,
ain't a penalty, right?
but the term He's a molester. I seen the video. All of us probably seen the video. The girl was underage. Jay Walker, you just mentioned that a little while ago. How do you feel about that? I'm not charging him. He a molester. In my opinion.
Again, whatever R. Kelly got going on, whatever Robert Kelly got going on, he just got through with the court system, cuz.
Right.
They gonna hand them what they hand them.
Right.
We understand that there was a P tape. We understand that that girl was underage, right?
Right.
Ain't nobody here supporting no fucking child molester, cuz.
No, we ain't.
But
But you gotta be politically correct.
Not
That's
me.
very
I ain't
important.
politically, but damn thing. If you
Gotta
a
be
molester,
politically correct.
I ain't.
how you feel? How you feel about Michael Jackson, Weatherman?
Same thing with Michael Jackson.
Hold up now. I believe.
He did that to them boys.
Let me finish. He a molester too. Ain't no difference.
I can dig it.
Ain't no difference.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
He ain't
I'm
never
not-
been. He
Go ahead.
never been found guilty of being a molester.
Right.
No.
And that's the political
What I-
part,
what
right?
I'm-
That's
what
the
I'm
part that
saying is-
everybody got to
Yeah.
got to remember. You could the court of public opinion could say whatever, but if the man was never charged with it, that don't say he that. That's not
I
gonna be in the
disagree
record.
totally. I'm gonna paint a picture. Pee Wee Herman and Bugs Bunny. We watched the video. Bugs Bunny, 10 years old. Pee Wee Herman, 42. We watching this thing. He molest Bugs Bunny. Okay, we get the court to say he ain't. That's just court laws, but we know he a molester by looking at it. That's all I'm saying, in my opinion.
Well,
I got you.
and meet with me, man. It ain't my place to judge. You know, I might have my opinions, but I ain't gonna judge on nobody, man.
I ain't
You know what
judging
I'm saying?
nobody. I'm just saying.
I don't know for a fact that Michael Jackson touched nobody inappropriately. I don't know that for a fact. I do know R. Kelly touched at least one girl, one underage girl.
Right.
Right.
Like I said, T. Smalls brought up a good point. The Aaliyah shit, everybody get all up in arms with the Aaliyah shit, and they forget that the parents knew about that shit.
They sure did, and he married her.
Now, we all went to high school, cuz, and we was all around fast ass little girls. And don't make me. I'm not a victim shamer, but I went to high school with bras that had 25-year-old boyfriends, cuz. 27-year-old boyfriends, cuz.
And got babies from
Yeah.
And got babies from
babies
them.
from 'em.
You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm not gonna pass judgment on some shit I can't say I know for a fact. Yeah. Is R. Kelly a sexual motherfucking predator? Probably. Is he about to get penalized for being a sexual predator?
Yeah.
He absolutely is.
Oh yeah. No doubt about
That's
that.
it.
No doubt about that. No doubt about that.
Carolina Dirt, give me some love. What you think, man? You've been waiting.
Yeah, I mean, once again, that's what I said. There's a division between Robert Kelly and R. Kelly. Robert Kelly guilty as hell. Robert Kelly guilty. He's guilty in the eyes of people with morals. He's guilty in the eyes of people in the court system. But also, once again, and people seem to forget, what about Big Ben? Big Ben had 2 counts, or allegations, or whatever you want to call it, and you don't hear about them no more. So, is there a difference between, is Big Ben a bigger person than R. Kelly? In some aspects, he is, but they swept that under the rug. It came out and it went under the rug. So
the racketeering part is what got me, man.
I agree with Steve Smalls with that. I don't know what.
Well, I think that's because if and you see it all the time. If I'm Robert Kelly and I got this fetish or whatever you want to call it, right? Of course, I'm gonna hang with people that got that same type of. They like that shit. So now that becomes racketeering because if I'm having a party and they're there, and then they bring their young girls, we having a party. Technically, that's an organization. Because if I have somebody and I pass over to T Smalls, the T Smalls family, that's an organization. It don't matter if I got dope, if I got candy, whatever I got. Once we start passing it off, we form an organization, and we could just be partying.
Hey.
So R. Kelly might have to hook up on the girls, or somebody else might have to hook up, and those girls go through R. Kelly to go through maybe some of his managers, maybe some of his other dancers, maybe some of his best friends, maybe some of his family members. He's just the keynote speaker. The keynote speaker is caught.
Hey, but here's the kicker. Here's the part with the racketeering that I'm thinking about. That'd be pretty hard, man, for a man to go on tour, man, and do all these shows and just say, "Hey, look, I'm going to $100,000, 100 million, well, 100,000 people sold out crowd to pick out 5 girls."
No,
Think
they were
about
getting
that.
picked out. They were
I'm
getting picked
doing
out for him.
racketeering, and I'm throwing concerts just to pick out 5 particular girls out of 100,000 people that's at my show right now.
No, they picking it
That's
out for him.
racketeering now. Come on,
That's
now.
what I'm saying. They should be going to jail because somebody's picking it out for him.
I
He
agree.
ain't got that time. There's
But
too
think
many
about
grown
it,
women.
dog. 100,000 people in an arena that he sold out, and you only go pick 5 specific girls.
Somebody picked, bro. How many grown women throwing their drawers at him? How many grown women ain't got no drawers on? How many grown women ain't got their ninnies out?
Yeah.
Right.
If somebody else sitting off stage be like, yeah, that's his type. He told me to get that one. That person right there should be going to jail. The bus driver should be going to jail. Matter of fact, the fucking hotel, the person at the front desk that watching that girl walk back with them older men should be going to jail. Everybody.
It'd be pretty
R.
hard.
Kelly done did concerts. He had beds,
videos.
He got beds on stage. He humping them on the goddamn stage. It ain't no way that my 16 and under daughter is going to it with my consent, with my permission. You know what I'm saying?
Sit in the front row.
Yeah.
And it's not to say I'm sticking up for him. He got burnt. He should have got burnt when he pissed on the girl. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing about it is,
it's the new outrage that bothers me. And he got tried in the court system. See, like nowadays, you're going to get tried in the court system and you're going to get tried in social media.
Oh, the court of public opinion. That's what I call it.
The court of public opinion.
Yeah.
Like, and you got everybody just throwing up their little shit. Like I said, everybody got stories of him being with younger girls or picking out younger girls or hanging out with high school. How many people was involved in that? And then, what about just the regular motherfuckers you know that was fast ass little fucking girls?
No, it would. Hey,
It depends on what celebrity you is. You know,
If he's trafficking girls, he should get life.
yeah.
Period.
Think about it.
If he trafficking women, he should get life.
Let me ask y'all this.
But
real
you
quick.
got to prove to me that he was trafficking.
Were those underage girls? For what I was reading, they was trying to get a music deal. They wasn't 18 yet. I don't know if y'all heard that. That's what I was, familiar.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
One of them did get a deal, man. With the girl named Sparkle. She did get a deal.
Yeah. Then I heard
when the girl successful one.
When the girls turn 18, the parents don't hear from them no more. That's what I heard.
She, her and Sparkle and Aaliyah was the 2 successful one out of the deal. The rest of them, man, were non-famous folks, from what I understand, and I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, you had some of these parents that was making deals.
Right.
It was like they was pimping their children out, dog. Like,
I agree.
it was making deals, dog. You know what I mean? The fact of the matter is, the man was taking care of everybody.
Yeah.
But I feel like, and this is my opinion, and I wasn't there. I feel like when somebody wanted you to do something and he didn't do something that he had supposed to done, then all shit hit the fan. Now we finna let your business out.
Same thing as T.I.
Yeah.
You know, but that just come from back to what Jay Walker was saying. He put himself in this position, dog. Ain't no way you can be one of the biggest icons, man. You got hit after hit after hit. I mean, you got so many hits, it's countless. And you're gonna put yourself in a position. That's what make people mad. Like it makes people mad because they torn between the two. Like, how could a man, a music icon that talented, makes so much good music, and everybody done played at their backyard barbecue and the family reunions, and you get yourself in this kind of mess, man? It make people torn between the two, dog. That's why you got people feeling some type of way, like, oh man, I think they doing this, I think they lying. At some point, you gotta say that something had went on because we here. This is where we at right now.
Mhm.
Something went on.
And believe it or not, Smalls, um, it's not a fair thing. I'm gonna, say something you said earlier about, he wasn't charged. It's not fair. I know a young man that I won't say his name till maybe when we get off. He's about 30. No, I'll take that back. I think he's 29. He just got 10 years. But the judge went back all the way until he was 18 years old, brought it forward, told him he ain't learned this lesson yet, that he was a troublemaker, gave him 10 years just because of the past situation. That's when they read the whole scroll on you. Whether you guilty, charged, not charged, even if you was, say, arrested, they're
And
gonna
then,
bring
They
it
can
and they're
forward.
look
gonna
at
do that,
criminal
and they're gonna do that
history.
because they do
Yeah, they
that.
can
They
look
do
at
that.
criminal
They do that
history.
in football. They do that in football. They're
Yeah.
gonna do that. That's
Right.
that's
Yeah.
that's what they're gonna do.
Right.
The thing about it, but the point is, if you've been in a situation like that, and you ain't learned your damn lesson, you deserve to get what you got.
Right.
I'm
At
just
this
being
point,
honest. I'm
if
being
if
transparent.
he at this point, even if he didn't do it, let's say if in a whole nother universe, everything went like it did, but he didn't do it, he should still fucking go to jail. You ain't supposed to have that much cloud of suspicion around you, cut. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, you
You ain't supposed to have that much. You ain't supposed to like. Damn, cause yeah, when we go over there, cause it be butt naked freak time. You know what I'm talking about? So the only thing I'm mad at the new outrage, the people that acted like, oh, all of a sudden he a terrible person. He was a terrible person 17, 18, 19 years ago. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Oh, hey, and that's what everybody claim now. You are correct. That's what they saying, that he was
You know what I'm
like
saying?
this. So y'all allow it to go on.
So you allowed it to go on, and now you upset about it?
Right.
Come
Yeah.
on, cuz.
Right.
Now you want to do a movie about it?
Right. And you know what? The movie is what set off everything, by the way. That's
Yeah,
what
it
set
did.
off
It
everything.
did. Like some of them old people say in South Carolina, oh, you got yourself in some shit.
Yeah, he did.
But like Samuel Jackson said in that movie Juice, boy, you done slid down a razor blade and landed in an alcohol river.
Carolina Dirt, 60 seconds. What you think about the R. Kelly situation? Guilty of all charges. Hit it.
Shit, he ain't the only one. There's more.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, a lot of these rappers, actors, and all that, all the ones that like going overseas and staying over there, that's the reason why.
Yeah. They ain't coming
Other
back.
countries, yeah, other countries don't be like our country, but fuck it. Like I said, the division between Robert Kelly and R. Kelly. Will I still listen to his music? Yeah. If he put something out after this, probably not. But all the other stuff, it's already cemented in me.
Yeah, he got good music. Yeah. Jay Walking, what you got, man?
Good luck, Robert Kelly. Shit. What else you want me to say? Good luck.
Right.
T Smalls, let's finish this fussing. What you got? Fuss with me. Give me something,
Man, look,
please.
man. I say it like this. Kelly, man, I got much love for you. You just put yourself in the wrong situation. And I believe that when you think about it and look back on who the people that you had in your circle, you would realize that you should have probably had gotten them out of your circle a long time ago. But man, I just hope that they don't give you life forever, man. And you in the prison system, I hope they give you an opportunity to redeem yourself, whether that be at the 15 year, 20 years, whatever you're in your 50s. So it ain't gonna be too much longer. So whatever sentence you get, you ain't gonna live it out. You know what I'm saying? As far as if they give you a license, you ain't gonna live that out, man. But if they do give you an opportunity where you got a chance to come back, man, I hope they do. Hey, man. Hey, the world gonna forever rock with your music. I tell you that. So your music ain't gonna never die. You know what I mean? But we all still love you. I love you. I love you, man. I ain't gonna speak for everybody else. I still love your music, man. But hey, people make mistakes, but you gotta
The
pay.
music ain't him now.
Right. I
You
love you.
got the
Look,
artist and
I
the
love
person.
R. Kelly. I love R. Kelly, but you gotta pay for whatever you did in the personal life that we don't know about. So, what I'm
Right.
saying? That's all I got to say, man.
Right. I'm gonna say in closing, it's an unfortunate thing that it did happen. What got me was that 600,000 he paid his the person who braided his hair, and another 100 grand for the same person. He made a song about it. That kind of got me right there. I said, wow. And I seen the video with the peen and all that. I don't know if y'all seen it, but Jay Walker, you seen that kind of got me. It gave me
I got
the perception. Oh, 1 second. That gave me the perception. I don't know if he was innocent or guilty back then, but it planted the thought in my mind that this dude is something about this dude. But we forgot about that. Back then. Time went on, and he think. I think he kind of rebuilt his career a little bit. But when that video came out, Surviving R. Kelly, it was something else. And sometimes with the feds, he might have been under investigation after the Peen, incident. But sometimes the feds take 20-something years to get you. We don't know.
Saying.
It
That's
could,
wrong for them to do that.
right. It could be 15 years, 20 years. Sometimes it takes a long time, but I wish the best for them, and whatever they're going to do during the sentencing. That's not on me. That's up to the man upstairs and the judge, I guess. So hope we be all right. Go ahead, Smalls. What'd you say?
Yeah. The only thing I got to say is, man, with all this going on with the R. Kelly situation, boy, that shit put everybody on notice.
Oh,
So if you a celebrity, and you ain't even got to be a celebrity, but if you are, because you are more highlighted and you are on that level, you should be looking at this as a wake up call on what not to do or what not to surround yourself with.
I'm about to say
So
you can't clean it up. If you already
no,
did
I'm
it,
not gonna clean it. Ain't no cleaning that up.
Yeah.
The thing about it is everybody's on notice right now, so
Yeah.
you better look at that, especially with this Me Too movement going on. Y'all on notice now.
That is correct. I believe that. Good job, gentlemen. Nice, wholesome, candid discussions. That was
I don't
great.
know about you. Can't say wholesome and R. Kelly in the same sentence now.
Let me see.
That ain't how it went.
Yeah, you might sue me. I don't know. You might put
Yeah,
charges
man.
on my.
I say, man, with all this going on, us as black men should be upset. Every black man to see what's going on with that case should be upset as hell. I know I was.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. Like I said, he did what the fuck he did. You gotta pay the price, man.
Right.
You gotta pay the price.
Right.
Like I
Everything was
said,
good, man. Go
the
ahead, bro.
music is the music. No, the music is the music. And you as a dude, I'm not the same person I am at work as I am at home. You see me?
Right.
But I ain't touching no little people, and I ain't pushing myself up on women inappropriately.
You the
You
maintenance
know what I'm
man
saying?
at the house.
In either place.
You the maintenance
Yeah,
man.
look. Hey man, look. Consent is way more sexy, cuz. Consent way more sexy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. I am the weatherman, Jay Walker in the house. T Smalls. Do what you do, man. You got to sing it again. You sounding like you ready for the wire or something. Hit it.
Nah, man, no.
You good?
I'm good, bro.
All
Like
right.
this was
Okay.
a very good debate. Very good
Okay,
debate.
yeah.
It needed to get out. We needed to voice our opinions, and it's gonna be a lot of other people that's gonna agree to disagree with what we're talking about tonight. And that's good. That's what it's all about. But we
Appreciate
have to hold each other accountable, though.
I appreciate y'all. I'm the weatherman, Jay Walker. Carolina Dirt. Did you just doze off, man?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay. You were doing this here. I mean, I don't know.
Oh no,
Hey,
no.
I was like that last night, boy. I was dozing off. I was tired last night.
Thanks for listening to the dang, I got tongue twisted. Podcast. One time for your mind. Fellas, see, you think that's funny, see that?
Hey, it's 2 time for your soul.
For your soul, baby. Yeah.
See y'all on the next show with the foolery. I holla.
Kingpin Music.